Hi everyone, Father James Linkenheld here. I just wanted to check in and share a little bit about my experience at the Eucharistic Congress that happened in Indianapolis a couple weeks ago. I was so blessed to get to attend. I wanted to bring that back and share what I thought were highlights anyways, and some of the takeaways that I had from that experience with you. First of all, it was just so extremely beautiful to get to be with 55,000 friends. Everyone was there for the same reason, for the same purpose, to encounter the same person, which was Christ in the Eucharist. And so there was about 55,000 attendees. I heard about 1,500 priests, and then about 200 or so cardinals and bishops, all together for the same reason, because they had met the same person and were changed and moved and wanted to be with him again. I would say just going through the high moments of it, whether that was Mass with Cardinal Dolan, who is larger than life personality, filled up Lucas Oil Stadium, or the Holy Hour that we have all together every single night, which was so beautiful, and the silence and the praise that happened during that, and the attention that was paid, even to the procession on Saturday where we processed all around downtown Indianapolis. So moving, so moving. But in addition to all of that stuff, there's also a great spirit of festivity and celebration. There's joy, and all of it just pointed to just something was happening there that was more than what any of us could bring ourselves. The Holy Spirit was definitely moving. In that vein, I would say that for me, the level of attention and participation, as well as that joyful, festive atmosphere throughout the whole time, signaled to me that the gesture of the Congress, if you will, its meaning as a sign, didn't depend on what was said in the talks necessarily, as great and helpful as they were and impactful as they were. Rather, I would say that the Congress's force hinged on the contribution and engagement of each of the people that were there. Each of us engaging with that reality that was set before our eyes in the form of the Congress, whether it was the talks, whether it was meeting people in line for a pretzel, whether it was going to the perpetual adoration site, or just talking about the day with friends, or encountering one of these great events that happened. Each of us engaging with it made the whole experience, opened up the experience to becoming more than what we could have made it ourselves, because Christ was there. Where two or three are gathered, right? Well, how about 55,000? Christ was happening there. And it was a real experience for me of his body, of course, in the Eucharist, which is why we were there, but also his body, the church, both of which are in both modes of presence, made present by the power of the Holy Spirit, same Spirit. And so friends, in that way, the Congress became a touch point for me, and I hope for everyone I was able to attend, and those of you that followed along at home, to say that Christ happened here. This happened. This was an experience of redemption. And thus, I hope it helps us come back home and live differently. That something happened to us that makes me reevaluate the meaning of my life, the meaning of the things that I'm about, what I care about. Hopefully, ultimately, to live more intensely in hope that it happened there. And it can happen again because he promises it for us. That the same Holy Spirit is at work here too, for you and me. The talks of the Congress were made available online, so you can find them at Relevant Radio's website, or on the EWTN YouTube page, which I think is a bit more accessible. My favorite ones given were by Bishop Robert Barron, Sister Josephine, and Father Mike Schmitz. Each of them had something just so particularly relevant and impactful to say, so hope you check those ones out in particular. In the meantime, see you around, and see you at Mass on Sunday. God bless you.